In this video, we'll be going over the physical characteristics of the Cleartouch screen. The first thing to know about is how durable it is. Unlike the smart boards, which had projectors that could have bulbs that burst or were very fragile, this can take a little bit of punishment. Next up is that it's mobile. The smart boards that we had were bolted into the walls, could not move them around. These are mobile, so you don't have to plan your classroom around them. You can plan it to where it's most convenient for you to have it, most people can see. Now there are two models that we have here at Lewis Chapel. We have the 6065U, which is what I'm using right now, and the 6065K. Now the K models have less buttons and fewer hookups on the side. As I go through this presentation, I'll explain more in depth what each of those differences are, but it's not much to be worried about. As far as software goes, they operate almost identically. Okay, on both screens, you're going to have pen holders up front. You'll get two styluses with each one, and they're magnetic and will put up front. Down here on the U models, we have the front buttons. Okay. On the K models, you're going to have two USB ports and a power button, and that's about it. Here we've got a little bit more. We have the receiver for the remote controls that the Cleartouches come with, a power button. Now the power button, if you just press it like this, it sends it into a sleep mode, and all you have to do is press it again and it comes right back up to where you were starting from. If you hold the power button down for a little bit, this will come up and it'll send you to a startup, or a shutdown. Cancel that out. This will take you to the main home screen, which whenever you start up your Cleartouch will take you right there. This is the back button. It will reverse what you just did. So if you were messing around online, you're going through a browser and you went too far, you hit that and it'll go back a space. You can also use it for other apps that are on the Cleartouch. This will take you to the settings screen. There's also on the home screen a way to get there as well. These are the volume buttons. And then you've got a USB 3 slot and two USB 2 slots. Now next up, over here, back behind the panel, you'll have some side connections. You'll have an HDMI out cable and another USB port right here. Now, if you want to hook your laptop in and use your Cleartouch like a projector, you can do that. There are two different sets. This first set is just for HDMI only. So you can plug in the HDMI, and there's also a component cable. If you plug in the component cable, you'll be able to control your laptop from the Cleartouch. If you don't want to do that, and you just want to put your screen from the laptop onto the Cleartouch, all you'll need is the HDMI. This one has a couple little extra bells and whistles to it. If you have one of the older computers, we have a VGA port here. We also have a DP port and another HDMI, and also an audio port and another component cable, so you can do, like I said, control the laptop from the Cleartouch. Now, the newer K models do not have a VGA port. All they have are USBs and HDMIs. And lastly, you have another USB 3 slot down here. Right here are your two antennas. Both models have them, and this is how they connect to the wireless internet around the school. Okay, now this does not apply to the new K models. This is only for this model. On the underside down here, there are some more connections. You'll have another USB 2 slot and some various inputs. You also have an audio out, so if you want to listen to headphones or something like that on the big screen, you can. There's also a wireless or an Ethernet cable, so that way if the Wi-Fi is not working, you can hook directly in. This will also help speed up the internet if you're having that issue. Lastly, just a little bit further over, you'll have the power supply. This is where you get the power plug comes in, and you have this rocker switch, which is the master power control.